An event in a probability problem is something we are observing that we want to calculate the probability of. So in my little definition of probability, I use this certain thing. That's an event. So for event, I'm going to write something that we are observing and want to measure the probability of. So some example of an event could be that, well, I have a deck of cards and I'm going to pull a card from this deck. So, example, pick one card from a deck of 52 cards. And something like find the probability that the card is a heart. So, an event would be, I guess the event, sometimes I'm never quite sure. The event is picking a card. The event might be picking a heart. I'm not quite sure. I'll be honest with you about that. But here's my deck, and I'll pick a card, and I got seven of spades there. So, but you'll hear us say event. Now, another definition is sample space. The sample space, that would be the set of all possible things that could happen. The set of all possible things that can happen. So, in my pick one card, now with a deck of cards, there's all kinds of questions they can ask. You know, what's the probability that I pick a 3, a 2? What's the probability that I pick a black card? What's the probability that I pick the 8 of spade? So they can phrase the question all kinds of ways with a deck of cards, but if I'm looking at picking up one card, what's the probability that I pick the 10 of hearts? Well, as I look at the sample space, there's 52 different cards I could pick from. So the sample space would be the set of all the cards. In probability problems, we need to figure out how many items are in the sample space. So I'm going to write that. For probability problems, we need to find out, we need to determine the number of items in the sample space. Now another word you're going to hear me use is success. Success or successes. In probability, a success would be the event we're wanting to measure. The event that we want to find the probability of. For probability problems, we need to find the number of successes. For probability problems, we need to find the number of successes. To calculate the probability. Those are the two numbers we need. Now I'm going to give you the formula for probability.